Hi, you guys. This is Lily.
And this is Kyle. I'm back again.
We're back at 2KBELOW, and today we have Real Cafe. I was going to say Rio Salado.
No, it's Cafe Rio.
Oh,
You know,
Cafe Rio, Real Cafe.
the Cafe de Rio.
We have a chicken bowl, just rice, chicken, black beans, lettuce.
But does this reach our 2K? Or is this below 2K? That's the question. Again.
Well, the main thing is you just want to eat 2,000 calories or below, depending on your goal. Remember that on you and everyone's individual needs.
But what's cool is that I just learned how to count my macros today.
You did?
Well, I figured out. I watched this long YouTube video about how to actually calculate it, and I was counting calories this whole time, but now I'm counting my fat, my protein, and my carbs now. So
counting your macros is 100 times better than calorie counting.
Oh, for sure. So
does this include your macros?
It does. It meets it. It meets it.
Hi, you guys.
What type of
Cheers.
Hold on. Cheers.
Ugh.
What's in tequila?
Agave.
I mean, obviously, but what is is there carbs? Is there fat? Is there protein? What's in it? I need to know so I can add it to my MyFitnessPal.
Just add it. But
one shot of tequila.
Wilson back there said, there's calories, but not carbs.
I gotta check my.
It's a spirit. It's not like a mixed drink.
Oh, there's 0 calories.
No. I think a shot is 60 calories. So it's not a lot.
Not bad.
And they use it during competition. Yeah, the night before to dry out.
Wait, what type of competition are you talking about?
The bodybuilding competition.
So people do it. People drink.
Well, besides your dehydrating days in advance and taking diuretics, you take a shot to lean out even faster. A little bit extra.
I heard that when it's their last week before their show, they only eat spinach, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
No.
That's their only meal, and they have to have their body be skin tight as possible.
No. I don't know who the hell their trainer was.
Not too so strict.
Mm-mm.
I know you did it. So what was your process the last week?
Jason is my trainer, or was my trainer.
Shout out to Jason.
Yes.
How's it going?
He did an amazing job. He the last 6 weeks. So once you start, you're gonna compete. They give you a meal plan, and
how many months of
it depends.
Preparation?
Mine was 16 weeks prep.
Okay.
Some people only do 4 weeks, but most of them are going show after show after show.
Oh God.
Yeah, mine was a 16-week prep, and my meals changed on day 1 from what I was eating prior, and my workouts changed as well. And as I got closer, 6 weeks prior, my meals changed weekly.
I remember when you did it, you were so strict. You literally took the scale wherever you went, restaurant or anything like that, and you had to measure it. It was a struggle for you, but you conquered.
It was. I had heartburn for 2 years after that.
I know you looked really good, but did you feel your best doing it?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
I feel there's still way more room for improvement.
I personally think
I feel like I still didn't look like what I wanted to look, because we are our harshest critics.
I personally feel when, even if you look so good and everything, I think it's I realized that when it comes to like looking good. It's all about feeling good internally,
It
and then
is.
once you like feel good internally, then you feel good on the outside. And it's like it shows like a good example of like people can look so good and like
Still feel like shit.
still feel like shit, and like it's just depends on like how like you treat your life, like what you're doing to keep yourself healthy, taking good care of your body, because some people don't, but it's all about
I think I think always take progress pictures because even if you're good, you look good, to the people around you, you always feel like you're not where you need to be. Like there's still more room to improvement. And I think instead of being so harsh on yourself, when you have those pictures to compare, you're like, oh yeah, I look better. I've improved. My body's 100 times better than it was before. And you don't see it when you're there.
I
You're,
feel like when you think about that, it's more of like shifting the mindset of like, what more can my body do, rather than just like comparing yourself before and like, I need to look better. I need to look better. Like I personally feel like when you like think about progress, it's all about just wanting to know what your body can do and what it's made of.
yes, but your body can do so much.
Okay. We're
Because the thing
we're
is,
pretty cool.
we
Like our
are.
bodies are pretty awesome.
If you think about it,
Thank you, body.
your body will give up before your mind. Like your mind gives up. Like you could keep pushing your body to do a workout even though you're done mentally, you can keep going. You just have to push through that.
So people who are out there who are like wanting to, you know, feel good and like wanting to like get that push, like what type of advice would you give your viewers?
I would say don't give up. There's gonna be days, especially as a female, you get your period, you can gain anywhere between 5 and 10 pounds. And you're gonna be like, what the fuck? I just gained weight overnight. And you're like, I put all this hard work. So for men, it's different. You guys don't get periods.
I do sometimes.
Mentally.
I get man periods.
That's different.
I'm like all the time to people.
But a female has so many issues. Her hormones. And I'm not saying like bashing females for having hormones. There's nothing wrong with that. It's anatomy.
Or it's just like they go through more roadblocks when it
Well, the
comes to
thing
like.
is, we naturally hold fat more than males because we have more estrogen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so anatomically speaking, you have estrogen in your body, but not nowhere near the level I have. And I naturally have testosterone, but nowhere near you. If I have high testosterone, chances are, I'm not a doctor, but chances are you have PCOS.
What's that?
It's, I really don't know about it, but I know that
I'll
like,
Google it.
I know it's more like a lot of females that have that issue have issues losing weight. They have more. Some of them. I mean, hey, the good thing is, like a friend of mine that has PCOS, she has way more muscle than I would ever have, and she's stronger physically than me. And I believe, because naturally she has higher testosterone levels, but she also has PCOS. Some people have issues with hair loss with PCOS. Their menstruations have issues.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not as consistent as someone who doesn't have PCOS. Like me, even at 660 calories, working out 4 hours a day, I did not lose my period. Most females lose their periods, especially when they're cutting. I cannot. I would like to lose my period. Okay.
Like it'd be nice to like have a break of not having
Yes.
like, blood coming out.
Not a day that I'd never lose it. Oh.
Yeah, honestly though, like I guess like when it comes to like advice as well, I'll like piggyback on that is like just like I feel like it's your journey, and like you don't always have to compare yourself to other people. I mean, some people probably just have I mean, every body type's so different, and everybody, like, you know, is unique. So it just takes different time for like everybody to look a certain way or like have the progress that you want. It's kind of just like everybody just has their own path, and I feel like everybody needs to realize like if they put the work and like just keep their eye on the prize and just focus on themselves, and I feel like
Yes.
that's great.
I think that is one main thing. You have to focus on yourself because my body isn't going to react the same because we don't have the same genetics.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, we don't. And you can have, you know, an underlying disorder that you don't know, and I can have an underlying disorder that I don't know. Like remember now I'm on thyroid meds. Like what a difference has it made? I'm not cold anymore. You know.
So like
There's
before
and
before this issue was resolved, this girl would always get so cold during like the summertime as well. Like anywhere we go, she would need like a blanket. But I felt like you don't need that anymore. I
I
feel like you're
know.
never cold. You're always like, it's hot now. Do you feel like even not being cold, there's other stuff that you feel that's a difference for you as well?
I noticed my facial structure changed too, besides fillers, but
Like how? What do you mean?
I can tell
Like as in like
my
your
face like thinned
complexion?
out. Yeah, like
Oh.
because the puffiness.
Mm.
I would always wake up with puffiness. I thought that was normal. That's not normal.
You thought of like allergies, but it ends up being like something else.
No, I knew it was an allergies, but I didn't know why I had a puffy face all the time. Remember how tired I was? Very
All the time.
always. I could go to sleep by 6 o'clock. Don't wake me up till tomorrow.
Literally 12 hours of sleep. She's
Mhm.
fine. She's still tired.
Made such a difference. Um, but that's what I'm saying. Like genetically, everyone's different, so everyone's on their own journey. And I think everyone needs to remember that we're not on the same journey.
And piggybacking to what you said earlier, like some people's preparations for shows is like for like yes, they do like back to back shows, but it's like some people
I feel like that's very unhealthy, though.
and like some people have like um the preparation before and has like a body that might like need less of like a preparation versus some people who start and have like their own show and like has to do it longer.
It's interesting though because some people, when they get off, you know, when they're done, when you get on stage, then you know you go back. You have to reverse diet, and
What's that mean? Like you have to eat like bad?
no,
Oh,
you have to slowly go back into eating foods again without gaining weight.
with seasoning.
But some people gain like 20 pounds off the bat in less than a month.
Is that because of like their metabolism so like
And what makes it very interesting that it took me, I think, about a year and a half to gain like 30 pounds, but it was the hardest 30 pounds to lose.
oh wow.
I'm
Okay.
like, so was I supposed to gain it rapidly or was I supposed to gain it slow?
And that's probably like another reason why like people's bodies are different. It's like some people can just eat a pizza and they're like
I honestly thought I became diabetic or insulin resistant because remember how I went from that show to the next show? Thanksgiving was right around the corner.
oh
And
gosh.
then I had an apple pie and I threw up immediately. I couldn't digest it. Like, then it made me so nauseous. And I was like, oh, maybe that piece of pie, I don't know. I was like, that's weird. So the next day I tried it again and immediately I threw up. I was like, that's not normal. I should not throw up. But because for so many weeks, for so many months, I had no sugar, I didn't know my body was having a reaction. So I went to the doctor immediately. I was like, I need blood work. I don't know if I became diabetic. Something's wrong. That shouldn't be happening. They pulled my blood work completely fine. Nothing.
That's so interesting.
That's why it makes you wonder, like nothing about. Oh hell no! What we were gonna talk about today is AI. And I think AI, have you seen those photos that people take?
Love
Then it
those.
changes them completely.
It's so interesting. Like I got people to send me their trials of like the AI, and
But do you think that's going to motivate or traumatize people more? Because those AIs, like someone can be heavy, a bigger person, and then the AI completely makes them thin instead of keeping them how they are. And we already have a lot of people with, you know, issues with their appearance.
I feel like honestly, if it improves, it might scare me. Because the ones that I see now, it's not as realistic. Like you see, someone sent me like a picture of themselves using the AI, and you can see like their finger kind of like like just whole. There's like multiple fingers. It's all like mutated and it's like in different directions. So like I think it just depends on how smart and improved it could be. Um, the way like they edit it and make it like realistic, but I feel like people could understand what's real and what's fake. Well, I can, but
But okay, so what I'm saying is like, so I taken a picture, I send it to go get to AI to change it. Let's say I just want like the business look, but it comes back with me being thinner instead of keeping me how I am. That's what I'm saying. How do you
um,
think that's actually going to affect the public? Especially with people, in America today, we have a lot of people with mental health issues.
mhm.
Don't you think that's adding more to them?
I think it puts a lot of pressure. I see it as where like if they use the same outfits for each render of a new AI, I feel like people won't use it and people would just test it out. But it can affect like how people feel if they get like their artificial intelligence photo and just like morphs them into like someone that they're not. I don't know. Like I feel like it's
Because
gonna.
if you look at it, America, we have a lot of people with reality of dysmorphia, whatever you want to call it, but they're not happy with themselves. We have a lot of people with depression. We have a lot of people with mental health issues, and the US doesn't do anything about it. Like there's programs, but how do you get someone, you change how they completely look. They see that. Will it, do you think it'll force them to improve themselves or force them to go into a depression? Because you can see it either way. I'm just being devil's advocate. You could be like, oh, you know what? That's going to motivate me to go to the gym, actually look better, or it's going to depress someone. Or you can look at it from the outside and be like, why do I have to improve myself? Am I not good enough? No, but you know what I mean? Like, there's so many points of views that you can see it. You can see it's like, oh my God, I'm so hideous. But do you see what I'm saying? Like, so where do we stand? Do we stand like I go get depressed and upset, go have plastic surgery, hopefully that makes me better, or so I can look like what this AI character states I should look like? Should I be should I even care what AI thinks what I should look at and I should just be happy about myself? Or should I be like, oh, maybe I should improve myself. Maybe I should do something, get healthier, lose a couple pounds. Reality is, this is how I see it. Be happy who you are, but at the end of the day, if where you're at it's affecting your health, or it can possibly affect your health, go do something about it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I do believe that you need to take care of your body because it's your only body. You weren't given two. So you're only given one chance. And if you don't take care of it, no one else will.
I think it's like it kind of ties back to our old conversation is about like I don't know, have like that if you start with like one push, I feel like it gets easier. I mean, it's gonna be obviously like the most challenging thing to like get something started or you don't know how to start, but it's more of like every time like I fall back into like my like routine or something like that, like
No, yeah,
it's like that one push.
but what do you think AI is gonna do to the public? Do you think it's gonna make it worse or better?
I feel like it just depends on like how people perceive it. Like it could go both ways. I mean, I don't see it as like a affecting way because like I know how like I look like and it's a computer who doesn't know me. So like I'm not gonna
So you're the person in the middle that says,
yeah.
I don't care, I love myself.
Like I'm personally not I personally like know that it's a computer and it doesn't know me well enough to like know who I am or like what I look like. So they're just basing it off of like photos that I upload. So it's not gonna really affect me. What I'm afraid of is how smart it could be to edit photos and get more and more information on us. So
Do you think down the road AI would actually be able to create a video that looks like a live video sent to one of your family members? And
they have that.
do they?
Yeah.
And then ask with your voice,
Well,
and then
like,
ask for money, like acting like you've been kidnapped.
not like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you think it will get there?
That's very.
Because they can do the voice already.
I don't think about those stuff. Like that's crazy. It really puts me into perspective. But
think about it. If they can do, have you seen like those robocalls or like those people that call and ask for extortion money from a family member, and the voice sounds exactly like their family member that supposedly was kidnapped? That's what I'm saying. Do you think we'll get to the point where they can actually do that on a video that looks like it's actually being recorded at the time?
let us know your thoughts while I know my thoughts.
Because if we get to that point, do we got to put a chip in you so I know exactly where you're at on my phone?
I think that's why we have Find My Friends. And
we share your location.
Well, at this point, this is kind of like our start of sharing each other's locations, so we know how we're doing.
Well, Johnson, your boyfriend, knows where my location is, anyways, at all times.
What's your thoughts? Because, like, I honestly don't pay attention to those things, or I don't think about those outcomes. So it gives me like time to think. But like, because you came up with like something that is a possibility, like how do you think you would react if that does happen?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like that would be really scary if that were to happen. Because okay, who's the most vulnerable? The elderly. They don't know any better. Some of them, I don't know, dementia. They're older. They're more vulnerable. They're more, what's the word? Gullible. So when they were to get a call, there'll probably be extortion. A family member that they hear or see a video of their loved one. I mean, I don't feel like America deals with this a lot, but other countries do, where people get kidnapped and they're extorted. So far, America's not there yet. I mean, maybe they are, but not as bad.
Well, we're bringing awareness to it.
Before it happens. Be prepared. I just, like, I don't know what happens if we were to would AI get that advanced?
I would never let them. That's why I'm never going to post photos of myself. I'm just kidding. No, I look
You're
good.
Beyond the photos, you're at videos. Don't you have an OnlyFans?
Yeah, it's actually blank. Just kidding.
No,
I don't have one. I don't need that.
You don't need that. You're like, I twerk at work. That's enough.
Everybody sees who I really am. I'm a pretty cool guy.
Just talking about that. What if AI just started their own OnlyFans? You don't need humans no more.
There is this one movie.
Like, think about it. All the OnlyFans models wouldn't make any more money if AI just started doing everything.
Oh, I have to show you this movie really quick.
Okay, guys, he's gonna show us a video.
So there's this movie called Cam, and it's about this girl who does like webcam videos, and it becomes like she becomes like very highly rated, like a very highly rated cam girl, and she sees all the people that she competes with, and she sees someone who pops into like this community, and it ends up being a girl that looks just like her, and comes to find out that girl who has been, or her duplicate is actually AI, and ends up just like messing up her life. So I recommend that movie.
What is it called?
Cam.
Cam?
Cam.
Like CAM?
Hmm?
When was it? When did it come out?
Let me see. 2018.
Okay, guys, go look for Cam to 2018.
I mean, I don't want to give so much away, but it really makes you wonder about the internet and why you should really be careful in what you put out there,
Well, the
because you
thing
don't
is,
want to get your identity stolen.
I feel like people's identity isn't protected anymore.
Why so?
Well, everything's out there. You can literally just take a picture outside on the house, and you can put it on, what is it, Google, like photo reverse, and it'll show up everywhere you, like that house location, your face, everywhere.
Well, what happened?
AI. They heard us.
Yeah.
But like, we have no privacy anymore. Everyone shares their lives online. Photos, videos. How many apps are there? There's so many.
Mm. I feel like we should lighten the conversation.
What?
I feel like we should lighten the conversation a little bit.
Lay in the conversation?
No, lighten the conversation.
Oh,
I feel like it's getting really dark and I'm kind of scared.
what are you afraid of? No one's coming after you.
I know, but I feel like I don't want this whole podcast like video to be
It's
like.
okay.
No, I feel like we gotta have balance.
We said we were going to talk about AI.
I know.
It is balance.
I can't like think of so much of it because I really don't have to think.
How would you like AI to benefit us?
To make our lives more efficient, and it has been with ChatGPT. I think that it really helps us spend less time on getting some certain like articulate stuff or like detailed stuff when they can do it for us.
So what we would like is that AI would be actually beneficial for everyone, and that how dark, the internet may show that it may go. The hope is that it actually makes and improves our lives down the road. Right? If you own a business, or what do you think?
True. I think what you guys should do is comment below and tell us your thoughts on it so we can have that as a next discussion for the next video. And we'll read a lot of comments to see your guys' response.
And we will see you guys next week. Bye!